Senator Whish-Wilson.
Thank you, President. I'd also like to rise today on a personal note and also on behalf of the Australian Greens and offer our condolences to Jean's family and friends and pay our respects to her. Jean was a friend of mine. I visited her only a few weeks ago while she was in hospital, and I said to her, I'm sorry I haven't seen much of you, Jean, especially in recent years, but I do say that to just about everyone I meet these days. And she gave me a mischievous little smile. We had a good chat, and it reminded me, even then when Jean was, I suppose in her last moments, she still had that intensity that I remember when I first met her. I went along, would have been over 10 years ago, to a meeting on Balfour Street in Launceston because I had a vineyard and I was interested in learning about biodynamics. I wanted to know more about biodynamics. I was interested in meeting experts who could tell me how I could better grow my grapes according to this philosophy. And when I went to that meeting, I got a lot more than I bargained for. I remember I'm quite small in stature and quite frail, but formidable woman who actually almost gave me a sermon on spirituality and, more importantly, on things that I was really interested in, such as economics and our role in an economy that puts people first, an economy that prioritises the needs of workers and nature. So I was quite intrigued. I went along to a second meeting and I got to know Jean a little bit better. And then over the years, I met with Jean and learnt more about the Steiner movement. My children were quite young at that stage and I was interested in the concept of a Steiner school. My children had been to a Montessori school when we'd lived overseas. Jean convinced me to join the board of the Launceston Steiner Association, which I did. And then, of course, I met with her on a regular basis. Unfortunately, on my time there, and I introduced the late Jeremy Ball to join that association as well because he was very active in the Launceston community and had younger children. I remember my time with Jean very fondly. I even remember sitting in her lounge room having a cup of tea while she told me what my dreams meant. She was the kind of person that you could completely open up to. She was a very spiritual person and also a very calming, peaceful person. With regrets that I didn't spend enough time with her in recent years, I was well aware of the great work she was doing at the Launceston Peace Festival. I was reliably informed that's why I couldn't speak at it, because she wanted to keep it apolitical, something that didn't surprise me about Jean. I know, being a Green, even when I first met her, I was just starting to run for the Greens. She always respected my views on politics. I always respected hers. And one of the last things she said to me in hospital a few weeks ago was always put the party first, Peter. No matter what you do, the party will look after you. Always remember to put the party first. Not that that was particularly an issue for me, but nevertheless, I know exactly what Jean was referring to there. She was certainly an inspiration to me, as she was to many Launcestonians, and I'm a better man for the time that I spent with her.